Hey, Shadow Saber here. So I'm just going to show off how I make my Tet stacks for enhancing accessories. There's multiple different ways that you can get them. One of the easiest ways is to do the season and get the plus 100, and then they're straight away there. I mean, that's easiest. Obviously, you can't just keep doing that. It's limited once per season. Um, and so doing the quests give you 100 stacks. Like I think it's the 10,000 quests and the 20,000 quests give you 100 stack each. I think the one before that also gives you 100 stacks. You get 300 stacks. So basically, it's pretty simple. So you just carry on with what we did with the previous ones, just using the try instead because it's a 10% chance. Now, this isn't going to happen every time. It's why 100 stacks are more expensive, because most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to go through these, and then like halfway through it's going to succeed and go to a Tet, but then you can also use a Tet to make it to a less chance of succeeding to try and make it up to that 100 stack. You can also, if you are feeling lucky or can afford to, you can use try boss gear, see if you can get them up to Tet to then sell them. And you can also, if you can afford it, you can always tap your Tet boss gear, Black Star gear up to try and hit a pen. So you can do that, but most likely, I mean, if you look at the chances, that's going to go down. So you want to do try to Tet, sorry, and that's only when you're getting closer to the 100 fail stack. So we'll just see if I can make this happen just using these. Most likely, as I said, I'm not going to get the fail stack. Now, a lot of the guides that I've seen are like, as soon as you're going past 40, just put in your plus like 13 advice of Valks. But in my opinion, you're better off, yeah, trying to make the stack beforehand, because you're better off seeing if you can get it up there rather than doing it every single time. Because yes, it pushes your stack, but because you're not going to use that stack for anything between 40 and 100, like it's 100 where you're going to be using it, so you might as well push for 90. That's where I say get it to 90, then use your advice of Valks. So I should have enough here if it's going to be nice. But the thing is, like, honestly, getting this fail stack to 100 doesn't happen that often unless you're enhancing for profit all day. Like, this is accumulation of a week's worth of hitting tries to try and get this. So we'll see if I'm gonna. I think I might just be a little bit short. And of course, that is the issue, hitting that Tet on the second to last one. But then that's two Tets for my either. They can be used to make a Tet stack, or they can be used to try and push for that prize stack. But if you hit a pen Reblath whilst trying to push for that pen stack, the 2 plus 230, that's going to be painful. So you're aiming for plus 100, but it's between a plus 100 and a plus 110. I would advise just try and go like for plus 100 for most of the things that you're going to be enhancing for profit. If you're enhancing, say, a black star, not black star, sorry, black distortion, then you would want to go to 110. But in general, you just want to hang on. I'll just quickly double check so I can have a tap for this. That's the wrong one. Yeah, everyone. I'm just checking what's profitable to go for Tet right now, and I'll just quickly do a Tet attempt. Kadri is pretty good actually. Basilisk belt, right? We'll see if I can get a basilisk belt. Can I afford? I can afford one, right? So let's say you have it, just so I can show you the percentages. This was totally planned out ahead of time. Yes, it wasn't at all. It never is. So as you can see, for my next stream, I've got a few things sat there waiting. Now, this is most likely going to fail. I am under no delusion that it will most likely fail. Now, I put them into storage, didn't I? I really need to stop doing that. It's Basilisk Belt. I mean, honestly, like, yes, this is like the this is recorded live, but honestly, I'm just showing you how simple it is to try and make fail stacks. How often you will not make that fail stack, but once you've got your fail stack, see, like, it's got the plus 13 there. I only did that once I'd got up to the point that I was happy to try it, and it's a 29.25% chance here. It would be a 30% chance. I think it's 31.5 or something, like 31.75 or 30.75 is what it's at. But honestly, as long as it's near that 30, it's fine. Don't ever use cronstones again unless you're doing black distortion. Black distortion, that's fair enough. Or if you're doing it for gear for yourself to keep, then that's fine. But otherwise, it's just a case of get that fail stack to 100 and just do your taps if you're going for profit. And there we go. That's how you make profit. I mean, that's how simple it is. We just made Central Market. And let's have a look. Sell. Oh, some stuff's just come through. Right. So we just made about 4 billion there. And that's selling it at... In fact, I can afford to sell it at that because the fluke that was that one tap. And I actually do that quite a lot. So if you want to check out my streams, I typically stream on a Thursday at 2 p.m. UK time. I think we just went back, so it's GMT. Right, anyway, so that's the video. It's been a bit of a long one for what it is, but it's more complicated than... I say it's more complicated than the lower enhancers. But unfortunately, that's just kind of how it goes. If you want to know more about the enhancing for profit, I did go into a bit more depth in the first video, which I will be linked now because it'll show up at the end of the video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. I will not be doing a video for the pen stack. It's basically the same, just use those Tet Reblats instead, and use Tet Black Stars and Boss Gears, and that's something that's like really end game for your fail stacking. So don't worry about having to try and make a fail stack for pens, because that is most likely not going to happen anytime soon. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you.